very much. Well, first of all right, we're going to get through this. Suck it up. There you go. That is the first time I heard that. So, not news. Anyway, I apologize for not wearing a suit and tie. I knew something was going on. I didn't know what. Either somebody was in trouble or somebody was pregnant or something was going on. I don't know. But I had a feeling, but I didn't know. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know. And it was a very good job to keep it a secret, and that wasn't gas, Jen, I had. It was just a feeling. Anyway, first of all, and foremost, thank you, Harold and Dorothy, for the nomination. I appreciate it, and for all you've done for our family. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for recognizing you guys did the voting, and really appreciate your confidence, because I have all the respect in the world for the Hall of Fame members, as well as a lot of other people that set the forefront for the auctioneers, as myself and everyone else coming up in the business. Of course, I'd like to recognize everybody possible today, but we want to make this sweet and short, and you know how we feel, like my family, they're the world to me, and friends. You know, a guy told me one time, he said, when you sell, he said, sell an item just like you own it. And that's what I try to do when I sell. People say, well, you don't want to sell your own item. I want to sell my own items. I want to sell them because I think I can do them better than anybody else. And that's the attitude you have to have when you're working for someone or yourself. And so, because every time I sell an item, and every time I have an auction, I feel like I'm representing every auctioneer that's in the business. And I feel that you should be the same way. That when you're selling an auction, because if you have a bad sale, it affects all the auctioneers in the world. And that's the way I look at it. I'll go to the grave thinking that. So when I step up to a sale, I want to make everybody, especially all the auctioneers, better, and I want you to do the same for me. And the auction profession has been great for myself and my family. I wasn't born in the business. My father and mother farmed and ranched, and we went to a lot of sales, and I'm sure you know the story, but they're the true heroes. And there's a lot of heroes that I've looked up to, and some has passed away, and some are not here. I'd like to recognize my father passed away, and he was a blessing in my life. My mother still lives in Sterling. And, of course, Jana, I can't say enough about her, because I know we're a typical married couple. We argue and fight a lot of times, but the best part is kissing and making up, just like everything else. So, you just got to go with the flow. No, I learned I growled in my auction chat years ago when I was doing my seminar the other day. I didn't know that. I didn't know I growled. We'll have something to talk about on that 2-hour drive home today. But thanks for all the family and friends. We've got a lot of people that came and that I was surprised to see. And I'm not going to mention everybody's names, you know who you are, but please stand up, that came out, drove 2.5 hours just to recognize me, and I appreciate it. Stand up, everybody. Come on. Bob, Rookie, everybody stand up there. This is what it's about, folks. It's the family and friends, and all the kids that came out. And I'm going to think of a lot of things to say tomorrow that I should have said today. And there's a few people I'd like to recognize that's not here, that are on the Hall of Fame committee. Bud Bamberg has passed away. Is a member that kind of got me a start in the business. Chuck Cumberland is ill right now at home. We want to keep all of them in our prayers, and those that passed on. And these are the gentlemen that set the bar for us to follow. And like Jim Odell, and I'm not going to go through all the names, but You know, I watch these guys, and I don't want to say they're a lot older than I am, but they're quite a bit older. Not really. I'm getting kind of long in the tooth too, but the organization, the Colorado Auctioneers Association, since I've become a member, has done a lot for me. You know, I entered probably I joined for the wrong reason. They had an auctioneer contest, and Lord mercy, I've been to a lot of auctioneer contests, and at that time it was at the Colorado State Fair. Didn't win it my first year, but Ray Holt, and he's passed away, he won it that year, and then I ended up winning it the second year, and we had it down there at the State Fair for a few years, and got involved. Chuck Bond and a few of the other people kind of got me involved in the association, and it's been good ever since, and I've met a lot of good friends and contacts, and should have attended more meetings than I did. And I regret that, but every time I come to a meeting, I learn something. Like yesterday, I learned a lot about myself in that seminar about what your priorities are. I already knew, but it reinforced them. It reinforced my priorities and, you know, what is important in life. You know, is it money? We spend money. It comes, it goes. You know, money isn't important. Yeah, you might think it is at the time, but the friendship that I've made all over the world, other auctioneers. And I'm sure my family suffered when we went to the auctioneer contest. You know, years ago, I was going for the wrong reason. I was going to benefit myself. Thought somebody would see me and appreciate my work and maybe give me a job. And once I realized that it wasn't about me, it was about your inside. Can you accomplish this goal? Is it worth it to you? Is someone suffering because of you going to these contests? And there was some suffering. I mean, we had, yeah, you guys, I wasn't paid, I know that. But you all went, you went with me to Calgary, and they was probably more disappointed when I didn't win. They just said the poor judges that day, you know. No, really not. But like you say, it's not the championship, it's the road to the championship. And it made me a better person. But once I realized that it's about family, friends, and faith, things come together in a big way. And I just throw that out. If you're thinking about doing something, make sure that your family, everybody's on the same page, and you know what you're going to do. It's a lot of work. I've enjoyed every bit of the auction profession. I've enjoyed meeting everybody, and I don't plan on retiring, so you're going to have me around for a little while. Once again, thanks to Harold, and thanks to the Hall of Fame Committee. I take my hat off to you. I'm sorry I didn't dress up more, but I had no idea. And thanks to my family. Jana, did I forget anything? Say something.
No, thank you very much.
And God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, John. We're going to get right